Hello, my name is Tina Cassidy, and I am the Director of Curriculum and Instruction for the Medina City Schools. Today, I would like to share with you the resource guide for our Online 2.0 model of learning. We will use 2.0 in the case that our district would need to close schools for an extended period of time due to health concerns. You will be able to find this presentation and our resource guide on the Medina Bees website. As you go through these resources, you will see that a lot has changed since last spring. These changes are in response to the feedback we received from parents, students, and staff surveys completed at the end of the school year. What you will notice is more teacher-student interaction built into the school day and an increased level of support and accountability for students. We know that online learning can never take the place of face-to-face instruction, but we are committed to providing all of our students with the very best educational experience possible. This will take all of us working together to make it a success. Teachers, parents, students, and administration all play a very important role. Let's take a look at our online learning expectations below. So what will it take for your child to be successful in Online 2.0? As a parent or caregiver, we ask that you monitor student progress on their coursework, that you help them develop a routine or schedule for students while working from home, that you communicate questions and concerns immediately to staff, and that you notify the teacher if your child will not be attending a virtual meeting. For the student, we ask that students follow the routine and schedule set by their parents, participate in virtual sessions with the teacher as scheduled, watch lessons provided by teachers, and complete assignments according to timelines, and communicate questions and concerns immediately to staff. Our teachers pledge to create lessons that are engaging for students using a variety of strategies. They will use Google Classroom as a platform for all assignments and links to resources. They will grade work in a timely manner and provide feedback to students on assignments, and respond to parent and student questions in a timely manner. As administrators, they pledge to monitor and support teachers in the delivery of content for students, support and follow up with students and families to ensure success, and provide a Chromebook to all students in grades 2 through 12. I'd now like to take you to the FAQ page, which are frequently asked questions about our Online 2.0 learning environment. One of the main questions that I get asked are, what are the differences between online learning from last spring to online learning 2.0? In Online Learning 2.0, students will be expected to attend virtual meetings as scheduled by their teacher, and these meetings will be required. Students will notice more video recorded lessons by their teachers. Students will be assessed and graded as they would be in a face-to-face model. Assignment due dates will vary. Late work policies will be outlined by individual teachers. And all teachers in the district will use Google Classroom to support online learning. Whereas last year, you may have noticed that some of our students were using Blackboard. Are students required to attend virtual meetings? Yes, in Online 2.0, students should expect to attend all virtual meetings. If they do not attend, they will be marked absent. What if my child is sick or has an appointment during a scheduled meeting? Parents should notify teachers if they are unable to attend their virtual meeting. A student will be marked absent from the class if a teacher isn't notified of their absence from a virtual meeting. Will my child receive special ed and gifted services? Your students will receive special education services per their IEP and their WEP and WAP. How will my child get the necessary materials for them to complete their online work? Buildings will coordinate supply pickup times as necessary. All students in grades 2 through 12 will receive a district-issued Chromebook. In addition, students may need other materials such as textbooks, workbooks, etc. Your child's teachers will make sure to supply everything they need to complete their assignments. So now I'd like to go over what Online Learning 2.0 looks like for elementary students in pre-K through 5. Again, elementary assignments will be posted to Google Classroom. Google Classroom is an online organizational system that allows teachers to share and collect lessons and assignments within a closed group. What will your child's day look like? In Online Learning 2.0, you can expect a mix of synchronous, which means live instruction through virtual meetings via Google Meets, as well as asynchronous, which are teacher-recorded lessons every day. Your child's teacher will provide a week-at-a-glance schedule so you and your child can plan accordingly. Here is an example of what a typical day might look like. So, a teacher may ask that students log on at 9 o'clock and have a Monday morning or a morning meeting in which they'll tell students about, what the day will look like, what activities they should work on, have maybe a class opener, those kinds of things. At 9:15, possibly English language arts would start, which could be a mix of recorded lessons and virtual meetings along with assignments. At 11 o'clock, students could participate in science or social studies, which again will be a mix of recorded lessons with virtual meetings and assignments. At 12:45, math, which would be a mix of recorded lessons and virtual meetings along with assignments. And then encore, which is art, music, and physical education, which will be a mix of recorded lessons and assignments. And then 3 o'clock, the day would end for students. How will my child be assessed? Teachers will offer instructional feedback to students, whether it be verbal through virtual meetings or written on assignments. It is important in this unusual situation that students reach out to their teachers if they do not understand something. In Online 2.0, grades will reflect mastery of content and will be consistent with in-person grading expectations. During our last online experience, students were given either a participation grade or did not participate. In this online learning experience, students will again receive grades consistent with in-school grading expectations. Students in grades K through 3 will receive a 1, 2, or 3, indicating below benchmark, at benchmark, or exceeding benchmark on all report card standards. Students in grade 4, 5 will receive letter grades in all core subjects, and a 1, 2, 3, indicating below benchmark, at benchmark, or exceeding benchmark on individual report card standards. We know that every family is facing their own unique set of circumstances. So if you notice that your child's not completing work, then you can reach out to the teacher and let them know, and they will make sure to give your student extra help. And then likewise, if teachers or principals notice that students aren't doing their work, they will also reach out to you to see how they can better support you. If you do need to communicate with your child's teacher, email is always an efficient way to do so. Teachers will be checking email at a minimum of twice a day and will always respond within 24 hours. You can also expect a weekly online learning newsletter in your email. And here, teachers will share information with families regarding the schedule of activities for the week and targeted outcomes. So that would be for students in grades, again, pre-K through 5. Secondary students in grades 6 through 12, again, will also be using Google Classroom. Their week will look a little bit different, but they will also have a mix of synchronous or live instruction through virtual meetings, as well as asynchronous teacher-recorded lessons. In grades 6 through 12, students will meet virtually with each of their teachers at a minimum of twice per week. In addition, students will receive 2 video recorded lessons per week in each of their classes. All of these lessons will be posted by 8 a.m. on Monday morning of each week of online learning. Students will be expected to complete assignments posted in Google Classroom. Due dates will vary by teacher and assignment, and this is new from last year. Last year, students were able to turn in late work. This year, late work policies will vary by teacher. Our teachers will aim to make learning interactive and engage students in discussion as much as possible. This could look different depending on the class. Some teachers will have students respond to readings, videos, or comment on a discussion board, or discuss the way a problem is solved. If your child receives special education, reading intervention, or gifted services, those teachers will also be reaching out to you. So how will your student be assessed? Students will be taking all of their assessments of their learning using online formats, and those could be Edulastic, Google Forms, so there'll be different various ways that teachers will ask to show evidence of learning. Teachers will offer instructional feedback on assignments, and it could be verbal through virtual meetings or written on assignments. But again, it's important that students that don't understand reach out to their teachers. Again, I want to reiterate, student due dates for assignments are going to vary. Teachers will define their late work policy as part of their expectations in the syllable of their course. Grades will reflect mastery of content and will be consistent with in-person grading expectations. So students will receive letter grades consistent with our district-adopted grading scale. Last year, in our online program, students received letter grades based on completion of work. That is not going to be the case in 2.0. In 2.0 is going to be based on mastery of content. And remember, we are all in this together. We know that every family is facing their own unique set of circumstances. So again, please know that your child's teacher and principal are there to help. And they will be reaching out to you if they notice that your child is not completing their work. And again, just as an elementary, if you need to communicate with your child's teacher, email is always an efficient way. Secondary teachers will also have coordinate office hours where parents and students can contact them with questions on assignments or just to say hi. And they will have those completely laid out for you on their Google Classroom site. I wanted to quickly point out some technology resources we have on this resource page for you. So I just wanted to point this out to you that we will have technology resources here for you. It's currently under construction, but we are going to have lots of how to navigate through Google Classroom and those kinds of things here for you so that you are comfortable using the online platforms that your children will be using. And then we do also have some wellness information here for you, just as we did last year. We know that there are stressful times that students may, need some extra self-care during this time, or you might need some extra help in how to do that. So we have listed some resources here for you. And please remember, there's always a Safe School helpline there to help as well. So that is basically our online 2.0 resource for parents. Thank you very much.